Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
You know, I want to take this fucker to the ice flats, the salt flat things.
They say wisdom and integrity. Okay. Today is Friday, November 8th, 2024. It is like 6:33 in the morning. I just got off work. I'm in Dawson County, Georgia. I am trying not to put my weed on camera because I'm rolling myself a little wake and bake. A lot of shit has happened this week, and you know what? I was not gonna make this video, but I'm kind of deciding. I'll see how I feel. Honestly, I still may not upload this video because I kind of just need to vent about some shit, and I don't even know what the point is other than just to get it off my chest. So I'm gonna just cut to it. I had a friend, a good friend. Well, you know, if we want to be realistic and honest, I guess wasn't that great of a friend. But we've only known each other since I started living in this van, since 2022, right? I think I met her in 2022 in Arizona, and now she lives in Washington with her 3 kids. I expressed to her, I didn't even really express to her, I kind of just hinted around the fact that it's even hard to say it right now. Cause I'm not a political person. Let's just say, that she didn't agree. She found out that I supported a candidate, and she did not agree with my beliefs. Her words were, I expected more from you. And so, yeah, she told me that if I supported this particular candidate, then that would be the end of our friendship. I told her, like, technically I don't support anyone because I don't vote. I did not vote. Don't give a shit about it. But if someone, if I had to vote, I know I'm leaning towards one candidate more than the other. And this friend did not like that. I thought this whole time that we were good enough friends to where she kind of knew where I stood politically. But apparently it was all news to her, and I actually saw multiple people on Instagram, on Facebook, with basically the same issue, and it's looking like, I'm just gonna say it, it's looking like anyone who does not support Donald Trump, they're basically ending all their friendships. It's been happening, and you know, I think it's kind of expected with every election. With every election, there's always going to be a winner and a loser. So, you know, and there's always going to be one side that is happier with the outcome than the other side. So that's just a given. But what I don't really like or understand is how you're quick to tell your friends and your family that unfriend you, block, you know, I'm blocking you, don't talk to me, you know. You're quick to just like throw away these relationships with people because of differences. But like the whole fight has been accepting people for their difference. It's like, it's very hypocritical is all I'm saying. It's like, if the person that they wanted to win won, well, at least I don't know how it is for everyone else, but for this particular election and for this particular friend, if the other side won, I would have not thought it. It's just nothing's happened right now. Like nothing's different. I don't give a fuck about it. Your political beefs have nothing to do. Your political views have nothing to do with like how I view you as a person. You know, unless you're a piece of shit. If you're a piece of shit, it has nothing to do with who you politically support. So it was kind of hurtful because I thought we have a good friendship, and you know, to be honest, it's still really fresh, and I understand people are emotional right now, so I'm gonna give it a few days. But nowhere, like how often does it happen to where you insult someone or degrade someone or dehumanize someone, and then that makes them like change their mind? Like I think more people are concerned about being right than they are concerned about understanding other people. More people are they're not really concerned about actually getting to know the other perspective. They just want to be right. And I feel like that's on both sides. However, I do see more compassion on one side than the other. So anyway, I don't even know if I'm gonna get into it. Like I said, I may not even post this video. I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but yeah. I had a few friends that day. I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 friends who straight up told me to lose their number, fuck off. And I didn't even vote. And I don't really even care about those people. But this one friend who lives in Washington, I did care about it. So I'm kind of stuck between, you know, standing on my principles. Actually, I'm not stuck. I'm going to continue to stand on my principles. And if you rock with me, you rock with me. And if you don't, you don't. It's really unfortunate. It's really sad that we're not friends anymore, or she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore. But at the same time, if this is all it took, you know, trying to be like realistic about it, like we've only known each other for like 2 years, 3 years maybe. We've done a lot of stuff together. However, relatively, she's a stranger. Must be, because it was very quick for her to basically dump me. Yeah, we have been friends less than 1 term anyway. So, I mean, it should have been expected. This is the first time where there was an election taking place and we've been friends. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I don't really have any remedy for that except for like I'm gonna continue to speak my mind. I'm gonna continue to live in my authenticity. It's really sad. I'm not one to just throw away relationships over something that small and only happens once every 4 years. And this is another thing that I don't really like to put emphasis on, because I don't believe in race. But let's just say like me as a melanated person, as a person who has melanin content, a high level of melanin content, black, I've been told all of my political life, so ever since I was old enough to vote, I have been told every election who to vote for, and if I didn't vote for that particular person, then somehow that makes me less black. Like, this is a serious thing. Every election I lose a friend or two or more. I lose at least 2 friends every election, and it's always people telling me that, like, you know, as a melanated person, you shouldn't have done that, or you shouldn't have supported this person, or you shouldn't have believed what you believe. And I just think that's so wild, because it's coming from a side who wants to push tolerance and you know, acceptance and all this bullshit. It sounds like, evidently it sounds like it was just bullshit. It's just something that sounds nice. Oh yeah, one love, and we're all in this together. Oh, but except if you don't believe what I want you to believe or what I expect you to believe, then your life doesn't matter. Fuck your life, essentially. It's so wild. It's so funny. It's not even funny. It's just crazy. The amount of non-melanated people telling me about me. Honestly, anyone. I don't care if you have melanin content or not. Even another melanated person can come up to me. It's just so wild. How are you gonna stand there and tell me how to think? No one, you don't expect anyone to tell you how to think. In fact, that's literally why you're voting. But so it's hypocrisy. It's another reason why I don't partake in any of it. No, I'm not down with it all. I'm not down with throwing away relationships. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. So you can only imagine how hard it's kind of been to just sort of like not even really have a real sense of community. Like, people say I got community, but if I can't talk about my beliefs, if I can't say what's on my mind, if I can't share my views, then I really can't be myself. Then really it's so crazy. So that's really all I gotta say about that. Yeah, this is just a part of the game. This is like it's a side effect of being a free thinker. All right, I do need to smoke, so I'll probably get on here later. Probably won't. I'm mourning. I'm like spiritually mourning the death of my friendship with this woman, because I literally, if you go back to like 2 videos ago or whenever I post this video, I was literally singing her praises. I've been singing her praises. I never thought this day would come. She has been the most stable and consistent friend that I've had these last 3 years, 2.5 years, and non-judgmental, and she's like the least judgmental person I know, up until 2 days ago. Up until 2 days ago, she was the least judgmental person I knew, and the most honest person. I can talk to her about anything. I've shared with her shit that I couldn't even share with my ex-husband or my mom, okay? And none of that meant anything. So it's just kind of, I'm mourning it, because I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna change my own personal constitution. It's a very solid fucking constitution. And this is really for anyone. I really don't even care who wants to rock with me or who doesn't want to rock with me, who wants to listen to this video, who wants to subscribe, unsubscribe. Like, I'm gonna say some things that not everyone agrees with. And this is America, Jack, so really, you know, I'm done. And I just remembered, as I turned off the camera, a quote that I read from someone on Instagram that applies here. It was 2 quotes from the same person, and the first one was, something about, I'm paraphrasing, women lacking in solidarity. Like, women don't even like each other, really. If anyone wants to get butthurt or mad that we couldn't elect a female president, you gotta look at yourself. You gotta blame yourself. You got men saying that they don't want to see a woman in power, and you got women who wouldn't even support her, like, not in the polls. There's more women in this country than men, and most women did not vote for a woman president this time around. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that women are not as united as they claim to be, or as men are. A man can see another man in power and instantly earn their respect. But a woman can see another woman in power and she just gets jealous. She's worried about all the guys that woman's gonna take away from her. She's like, you know, got dick on the brain. She does not want to, most women do not want to see other women in power. That's just fucking how it is. And it brought me back to this particular friendship that I have with my friend in Washington. Like,
Take the red pill. You stay in
how, like, you're taking away what power I do have when you're telling me what to believe. When you assume that I can't make decisions for myself, and that you have to make them for me, and you have to tell me what to believe and tell me what to think, you're taking away my power. And it's so crazy. I can expect it from a man, but a woman, my sister even, like my, you know, we're supposed to be like friends. You're literally taking away my power. And that brought me to another quote from the same person I read, which was, women, another reason why we don't have a woman president right now is because women are more focused on relatability and likability. They just want people to like them. They want people to relate to them. They're not actually, that's what drives them. Like, they're not actually driven by winning and being in power. Like, that's what men do. Like, they wake up and they have that inherent drive to be successful, to be powerful, to win, to be respected above all. Like, if the female candidate for this term was more focused on gaining respect from people instead of trying to be liked by everybody and trying to relate to everybody. You know, I grew up in a small town, or fucking, I grew up in a middle class bullshit. No one cares that you're just like them. No one cares that you like them, or that you're a likable person. I wonder how things would have went if she tried the same approach as the other candidate, which was sitting down and getting up on any fucking podcast and talking for longer than 20 minutes. Or not having hip-hop artists at her fucking rallies. Like, millions of dollars were donated for the cause, for her cause, and she wasted it all on being liked. Sorry, this politic thing, it was created by men for men. This is a man's game. It's a man's game. You can't come into a man's game as a woman, really. You kind of have to, like, think like a man. Imagine if she was actually cutthroat, if she wasn't trying to be liked by everybody. Anyway, so I thought that was funny. It's relating to my friend who doesn't even care what I believe, apparently doesn't care what my experiences or anything, because women don't like women, and women are more concerned about being liked and relatable. So, you know, I just thought that was it's hypocritical. The whole thing is a bunch of cockadoodle. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that I don't want to see a woman in power or in the highest position. I'm not saying that I don't want to see a woman in power, but I am saying I didn't want to see that woman. I don't trust her. I don't even like her. That's just the facts. She was trying so hard to be liked by people who look like me, and most people who look like me did not like her. Don't even respect her. And that's just is what it is. And all the people who don't respect her, they're also going through the same thing that I'm going through, where they're probably losing a lot of friends and families because, if you don't want any woman in the fucking as a president, then you're sexist or you're racist. So miss me with all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck. It felt good to get that out. Thanks for listening.
You have to see it.
Yeah.